So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed. Completion.
Flush to his right. He finds some open field here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. And it's a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafted, and inserted them into their lineup.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And some room to work. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's second down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. So guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go!
They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DeAnthony Talbot. And we drop you into the one geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team?
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Their mobile, agile quarterback doing it again. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now Bell takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Tackle made there by Ray Maualuga, the linebacker.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And look at this. It's a fake. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown here. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big run that time by Bell. 66 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And here now it's second and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. Stiff-armed him. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done to do because now...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Devontae Adams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And partner, they found... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of. But so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player.
Jarvis Landry, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. He'll get the football here. Look at the spin. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. They go play action here on first down. And got his man complete. The 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. A reminder that coming up at halftime, we'll join Larry Ridley in Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. So we look forward to that.
And I'm looking forward to some air conditioning.
I bet you are.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are pouring it on. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. Roethlisberger. And we'll see how this is. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA halftime report. The Texans have really struggled out of the gate here. The Browns have done whatever they want, and they'll just try to keep that up in the second half. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. 3rd and goal. He'll take it to the left side, and he'd cap off the 11th-play drive with the TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Browns line up at the 26. Thomas is wide open here on the catch, and that goes as a 26-yard touchdown. That takes the lead up to 20. And nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. The Browns lead balloons to 20. Browns on offense, first quarter winding down, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. That takes the lead up to 20. Now early in the second, we get a scramble and completion here, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Browns lead balloons to 20. 1st and 10, quick pass, and Landry comes up with the catch. And that is a house call as they continue to dominate. Browns take it at the 49. Roethlisberger's got the completion out of the gun. And he'll win the sprint to the end zone. The blowout is on. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick. So So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And some space here. A gain of 32 that time.
And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row. And I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurdled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to exploit it.
He's just going downhill.
Not only downhill, but with incredible force.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Clive Walford, his first touchdown. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Caught on the right side by Adams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAnthony Thomas, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
You're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Good route, good pickup for first down. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So 2nd and 10 here. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it. That's caught at the 25. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. He won't go down. Give him 22 on that one. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunity.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Clive Walford with 2.
drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Devin Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are pouring it on. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll go again with Bell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On third down, here's Bell. And some room to maneuver. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Le'Veon Bell, 81 yards. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flushed out right, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Smith catches left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. D'Anthony Thomas, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Cleveland 1st down. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
Oh, the spin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they've wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up. They've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they're well on their way now as the lead. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me...
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to...
me. I know who I wanna be. You don't. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. You don't. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in me. Gotta believe in
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Shake extra touch and pull up, hand in hand for one last touch. Give me what you got, oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. I wanna sip on private planes. I wanna scream my name on top of the Eiffel Tower. On the Eiffel Tower. I wanna hit that blackjack. I wanna take that money and run right here, right now. Right here, right now. But I won't take that train. I won't catch that flight if you're not on that plane. We ain't taking off tonight. All the money in the world, baby, don't mean a thing
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen Bee told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally, the young guard, to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play, our way.
I'd rather be me.
Do work, all day.
We don't see defeat.
Can we fly that? Can we buy that? We even run the full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
Try to shut us down. We'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. Kick it! Kick it! If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Presence, now. Presence, come out. It's come out like a power within him. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically right and vigorous, spinning right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect them. I don't expect the special, ain't special. Ain't no stress affecting my presence, but sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence, now. Presence, come out.
faster than a